Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. This should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And without further ado, let's get into your selection. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Sagittarius? The Lover's card showing up. Something that wants to come and something, whatever it is, it wants to come in and it wants to stay. A lot of earth energy coming in. I thought we were done, but okay. There's like a pause at some point. Okay. Conflict. Conflicted about something. Is it returning? Is something returning? There's been a break, a timeout, or some distance in a situation. Maybe not dealing with it for a while for a good reason. It does feel like a pause. And the reason this pause is here is because something is very much upsetting you. I do feel the weight of it, though, in the sense of, like, it's coming back around sooner or later. It doesn't have to be a bad thing for you, though. Okay. There's a lot of conflict for this for you. There might be a lot of stress or worry about where this is going next. Whatever this was, you needed to break from it. I don't really think that's a bad thing, but you definitely needed to break from it, and you did get a break from it. Whether other people agree with that or not, well, if they agree or not, you still needed a break from it. You still did need the break. It's not like you weren't busy doing other things. It was a well-warranted break. The thing is, I do feel like it's brought a lot of tension in the sense of, like, when is it coming back and what do I need to do with it when it does? Seven of Swords. I'm just going to look at that, make sure I'm reading that right, because it looks like a Seven of Swords to me. Yep. When it comes to this situation, I'm trying to reconstitute it, and I want to put things right, but you needed that rest. And I don't feel like you should have to apologize for that rest. The thing is, can we move forward and just put it where it needs to go and keep going? Or does this need to be addressed a little differently? I don't really know that there's an answer at this point for that. But I do feel like as soon as it comes back around, whatever this is, the Wheel of Fortune turns. There's certain things you got to do. I can't get past it. The time has come forward, and I just need to do what I need to do. I don't really want to get back involved in it, but it seems like it's not that hard when I do, ironically. I don't think anybody's giving you a hard time, but it's like I'm expecting people to give me a hard time. I'm expecting people to give me a hard time. I don't think it's happening, though. What is that? That is the Three of Pentacles. Oh, it looked like an ace. It's not. It's the Three of Pentacles. Very interesting. This deck has some interesting ways of showing things. If you can see the pentacles there, this is the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like there's maybe that would make sense. This is one of the reasons I like different decks, because it gives different interpretations of items or of cards. This, at first, I thought it was like the Ace of Wands, and I thought that was kind of odd. It's not. It's the Three of Pentacles, but it's the work going into it. People are just going along with it and just helping you get it done. It just needs to get done, and they're just moving forward with it. I don't feel like other people are interested in the conflict either, ironically. And it seems like you're not the only person who wanted a break from this situation. And other people are just kind of like, let's just keep going. Let's just let it work. Let's just let it work out the way it needs to. You are not the only person who wanted to step away from this for a while. It seems like it's going okay at this point. But I still get that that energy is there, like, does this need to be addressed? This is where the Lover's card comes in. And there's a question, do we need to communicate about this? It's going well. Is this a good time to bring it forward since it seems to be going well anyway? Maybe we could just kind of wrap that up and move on from it if we just give it some light attention, a little bit of attention. Does that need to happen? And that's kind of like you're looking at it in the sense of like the bigger picture here, like, is it better that we do say something or is it not? Should we be addressing it? Is it better to not address it? At this point, I feel like there's this thing like, well, if it's going to be addressed, maybe I should take control of that. And I get that this maybe is not going to work to your benefit. The King of Swords is here waiting, and I don't feel like we need to activate that. Either you being that King of Swords or somebody else. I don't feel like that really has to come forward. You have to make your own decision, of course. I get that it would be all right, but it doesn't have to happen. This moment doesn't have to happen is what I'm getting. There's another option here. Because this is like one big conversation. Okay, I'm seeing it better this way. It doesn't have to be one big conversation, because I keep questioning, like, doesn't it have to be addressed, though? It seems strange that it wouldn't have to be addressed. Not in one big conversation, it doesn't have to be. It may seem like it, but I feel like that's going to be awkward. It just feels like it's going to be very awkward, and it may be over cumbersome. There's another version here of small steps. What is this, the Camel Boy? Small steps, having other people step in, letting other people take the lead on that, but in little pieces that you don't have to be a part of every little piece, whatever that means. Letting other people handle this, handle that, and just little bits here, little bits there. Not all in one, like, it's like, let's not get together as one major meeting just to handle this subject. Let's make it a piece of a meeting that's maybe only a half hour long, and it can be one of 5 things that are going to be addressed at that meeting, because we don't want one big giant conversation about it. Little pieces work better, especially if you're moving forward again and things are moving forward again. It doesn't have to come all at once, all at one time. Is that Pentacles? It is. This is something where it's kind of like, instead of trying to solve it all in one moment, we're going to like deal with a little piece of it, see how it goes, deal with a little piece of it, see how it goes. And it's like, if that makes sense, if I did it correctly, if I said it correctly, it's kind of like, all right, we're going to deal with a little piece of it and then see how it's going and see if like what we dealt with and what we talked about is having a positive effect. And if it's not, let's change how we're handling it and see if that has a positive effect. Little pieces by little pieces actually seem to correct the whole situation. If we just come at it all at once, it seems to not work. It reminds me of like if you have a house and like you inherited a house and maybe it's like 3 floors and every room is in disarray. Trying to fix that in 1 month and just going gung-ho every day is going to make you hate that house, ironically. It may look beautiful at the end, but you put so much work, you just can't wait to get away from it. Versus kind of like, well, if we all work together and maybe, you know, let's get together this weekend and like try to see if we can do this one room and see what we can all do together. And then evaluate how that played out. And just once a month, once every other month, we just keep getting together. It may take a lot longer, but it won't be as hard, and I can get a lot more help, and I don't have to do it all myself. It's like if I go in all at once, it feels like I'm doing the majority of the work, and by the end of the month, I am burnt out. It's taken care of, but I'm so burnt out, I don't feel like I have the energy to do anything else like this, and I really don't even like looking at the house anymore. Versus if we're doing it little piece by little piece, it may take a year and a half to actually get it where it needs to go, but it never got so overwhelming and nothing really was lost. It just took a lot longer, but still it never got so overwhelming and I didn't get behind on other things. That's also the other thing. If I put all my energy into this for 1 month, how many other things got behind because of it? And if I stretch it out and do it in little pieces, all these other things don't get behind and this does get done. It just takes a year and a half, but it's not really that bad. It doesn't seem like it holds any detriment to it. We got all through that. There's the point is to get to this point where there's a possibility for healing. The little piece by little piece by little piece brings in a lot of healing because you get this opportunity to reevaluate, make different choices. It's almost like if we do it all at once, we're only doing what has to be done so we can make it livable again. If we do it little piece by little piece, not only were we getting it done, but we might be doing upgrades as time permits. And if we do have the resources for it, we might have some other people that know how to do this or know how to do that. Doing it slow and steady also might afford some extra upgrades that weren't originally going to be there. If we do it all in once, is that the ace? What is that? Who are you? Is that Mr. Pentacles? King of Pentacles. It's ironic because this card does not like it to be a rush, but it also seems like we get very stuck in it. This is not really a rush card, but this is also kind of a very kind of like this should have been done. This needs to be done now. We have a deadline. We have a month deadline. We have to get it done. When this card is rushed, when the King of Pentacles is rushed, that does not usually go well. That is not usually a very pleasant thing. The King of Pentacles, if they feel like that needs to be done that way, they will do it and they can get it done, but it's usually not an enjoyable thing. It doesn't really offer any healing. The other version offers healing. And this is also kind of like we're getting done what needs to be done. We're not doing any extra things. We're not doing any bells and whistles, nothing extra. Just what has to be done, we're getting it done, and then we're getting rid of it. That seems to be more this energy. This energy does not like to be rushed. So that's why I feel like these other two cards are coming in with it. It doesn't have to go that way. But this might be also one of those things where if we just keep doing it slow and steady, piece by piece, and we don't bring it forward in ways we don't have to, it doesn't have to be that bad. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.